I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. From the 35 on second down. Winston and Brate, the tight end's got it. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. There are the numbers for Brate from a week ago. 5 catches, 63 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, they'll run with White. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He didn't.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Ed Oliver in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, box drop.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30.
Get the ball.
A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. Here's Jones on 1st down. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They run the draw play. This is White. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
57, Mike 57. Check.
On third down, Winston. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jones now operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go.
Now Jones to throw again. This is caught. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Andy Isabella, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Now Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! James White, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. Throwing Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with White. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Austin. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Ed Oliver getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. It's caught. This is White. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish. But when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1
every single time.
Here's Jones. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. They'll rifle this. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. On 1st down, Jones. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
This one caught by Isabella. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Now a carry for White. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
It's easy work.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And Brate has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. First down, here's White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's White. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard.
And Winston lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones able to find Isabella.
Just rock it, come on.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 13. Off the play fake, Winston. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Winston firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And Winston lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Hey, got tight left, tight end's left. 4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Andy Isabella was the intended target. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tavon Austin. In the final seconds of the first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Jones, a final shot before break. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now.
That's it, baby.
So we have reached. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's got Moncrief. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
To throw, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
Break it.
I'm going to break it. And
this is caught at the 20. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Here's White. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. From the 38, Winston got a man. It's Barrios complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, it's White. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ed Oliver in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of it?
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down now, it's White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball complete to Isabella. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Go! Move! Smooth! Sit!
Jones now back to the air on second down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ed Oliver in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. To try again after the sack. Winston, Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Winston. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Ed Oliver in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40, the 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Ed Oliver. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Winston. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let
me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Fighting through it, he's got space. A gain of 37.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Pass from Winston into the hands of Brate. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Now Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Jones. That's taken in by Henderson. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jones throwing again. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead, and he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
first and 10, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Winston throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. The Bucs on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is third and 10. Now Winston. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Chargers in good field position to start out. First and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing Jones.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Second and 2, steps away. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Ready. 50, plant. Let's go. Single. Ready.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Jameis to throw it. And break. The tight end's got it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on third and long. Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Now Austin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. But Charles, it's one thing to win.